Hello everyone! So today we are going to need 2 sheets of white paper, or if you've picked up your art kits, you have some colored paper. So you can choose 1 warm colored paper and 1 cool colored paper instead of using white if you would like. So let's get started reviewing our warm and cool colors. So I like to think of warm colors like fire. So I think of the colors I see in a fire, and then for cool colors, I like to think of whatever colors are left. So if we already have yellow, red, and orange for our warm colors, that leaves green, blue, and purple for our cool colors. Alright, so we can use markers, colored pencils, whatever we would like for today's project. I'm just writing down the warm and cool colors. You do not have to do this at home. This is just so you can go back and look if you forget or if you have any questions. So we have purple, blue, and green for our cool colors, and once again, we have yellow, red, and orange for our warm colors. So now for today's project. Once again, we can choose white paper, or we can choose a cool and warm colored sheet of paper, depending on what we have at home. I'm going to show you both of our options, okay? So you can choose, once again, to either use white paper or construction paper. So first, we need to pick a shape. This can be any shape we want. Make sure you like the shape you choose, because we are going to be filling 2 sheets of paper with this shape. So I decided I was going to go for a circle. So here I'm just kind of making a center point in the middle of my paper, and I'm going to start drawing circles all around that center point until my entire page is full. Shapes that repeat coming out of a central point are called concentric shapes. So this is what we are creating. I'm creating it with a circle. You might choose a rectangle or square, and we are just drawing them larger and larger as we work our way to the outer points of our paper. One page you are going to do in all warm colors, which is the page I'm working on right now. As you can see, I used orange, yellow, and red. There's a few white spots that I'm going to fill in later because I want my whole page to be full of color. Now you might have chosen to use a colored sheet of paper instead of the white paper option. So our colored sheet of paper is going to be warm. We are starting off with our warm concentric shape. So I just showed you the example if you use white paper to create your warm concentric shape. And now I'm showing you the option if you choose to use a colored sheet of paper. So I chose a warm colored sheet of paper since this is my warm concentric shape. And now I'm taking the other warm colors in either my colored pencils or my crayons, and I am just going right around that central point and adding circles one around the next. Okay, so now depending on which option you chose, your paper might look like the one to the left or the one to the right, but either way, you used your warm colors. You don't need to have both of those, just either the white sheet or the warm colored sheet, whichever option you chose. Now we're going to do the same exact thing with our cool colors. We're using the same shape, but this time we are going to use our cool colors. So once again, you can choose if you want to use a white piece of paper, or if you want to pick a cool color sheet of paper and draw your shapes on that. So here we have the 2 options. You might end up with these 2 by the end of class, or you might end up with these on the colored construction paper. Either way, you should have one cool colored sheet and one warm colored sheet, whether or not you used white paper or construction paper. Maybe you even decided to do one of each. In that case, it might look something like this. One on a white sheet, one on a cool colored sheet, or one on a white sheet and one on a warm colored sheet. The options are completely up to you, as long as on one page you're using warm colors and the other page you're using cool colors.